have you ever done anything gay?
No.
Nothing.
No.
Not even like all of the guys together jerking off, watching porn together at 14?
No.
You were never in a band?
I was in a band.
That's gay?
Yeah.
So, this is bad. Some of this is bad. Some of this is bad. Some of this is bad.
To drag out whores.
No. Jimmy, do you see the comments in the Patreon? They are eating up your new look. They're like, Jimmy they're like, okay,
up instantly.
everybody's talking about how hot Jimmy's getting.
No, I am a married man.
Well, it's gay men.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Still good to get those compliments.
It is good. I don't really understand what looks good though, because I don't think that this is the best look. People are acting like this is the best look I've ever had, and I'm like, I've had some good ones.
There is, you get a boost from changing your look. I think the opinion you should pay attention to is people who've never met you before. That's a baseline. Anytime you change your look, you're going to get compliments, and you have to account for that.
Yeah.
But if you're meeting someone for the first time, like, oh, I like what you're doing, like, that's an important compliment.
I actually agree with that.
Yeah.
Someone told me that I didn't like that. Like, I love your hair. I was like,
Time
I
out.
screw it out.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's
it's basically noting, like, you're doing something different.
I don't know if that's a good thing though, because Dylan has told me that he'll lie to people that he hasn't met before to get them to like him.
Wait,
That's fair.
when did I say that?
With Jay, when you're like, oh, I'm just gonna say things to get him to
It
like
was
me.
going really poorly. We had a guy on the podcast who like hated us, and the whole time he was sitting here being like, and so yeah, I'm trying to save the interview, being like, I'm like this. Are you like that? You know what I mean? And it got finally halfway through, he goes, I just decided, Dylan, I like you. I go, yeah, well, I manipulated you the entire time to get you to like me to save the fucking podcast episode. Okay.
Oh, so you are admitting it.
Oh my god, I'm so sick of this. The narrative on the podcast is that I'm manipulative, and I just think I'm charming.
Yeah, I mean, those are kind of one and the same. Not one and the same, but they're related, for sure.
Yeah, but like, I guess I have a negative association with the word manipulative because I think it's like negative.
Generally it is, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to like they're like, you're manipulative. I'm like, but I'm not manipulating you. You know what I mean? Like,
What's that pamphlet?
I'm helping you.
I would just say that
I'm helping you.
People are rarely...
I like it when you manipulate me because I'm doing the bad thing and you're always helping.
Yeah.
But you could be a little bit more direct sometimes.
Oh yeah.
I could just use the direct advice instead of you being like, are you sure you should do that?
Yeah.
I got a tattoo last night, and
I said don't do it.
He said he wasn't gonna do it because he thought I was gonna follow him, and then I had to be like, well, I'm not a follower.
Well, Colton bought a tattoo gun
I get
online.
that, yeah. I do the opposite of what people tell me to do.
Right,
If someone says
and he knows that.
Yeah.
So sometimes he'll tell me not to do something, but it's the good thing to do.
Yeah.
And I'll go manipulated, but I like it.
Well, he'll call me and be like, should I have sex with this woman? And I'll go, no, you're literally gay. You shouldn't have sex with a woman.
That
You're
seems fair.
You're going to have a bad time.
Yeah.
And then he'll just go have sex with her. And I go, well, what do you want me to say?
Yeah, I'm bisexual. Stop me.
He's not,
well, then, okay,
he's
that's
not
fine.
bisexual. That's the lie of this podcast. He just says that. He gets fucked in the ass by men.
That doesn't mean you're gay.
Okay, someone lives in LA. Okay, somebody lives in LA. Honey, this is Texas. You get fucked in the ass, you're gay.
It doesn't make you gay, but you're doing gay stuff.
That's crazy. Are you bisexual?
No, I don't think so.
That's okay. Whoa, I don't think so.
Yeah, I haven't explored it, but I don't
Have
think
you
so.
explored it?
Have not.
Oh, have not. Okay,
Yeah.
I was so excited for a second. I was like,
No.
Is it no up? I was gonna say, is it no opportunities? But that was a really mean question.
No, that's a fair question. That's a fair question. I'll say
No one
very
ever
little
tried-
opportunities.
men aren't knocking down the door.
No. I've gotten a few compliments when I lived in San Francisco for a while, and I would do shows at gay bars, and that was the only time I got like tipped dollar bills while I was performing. But again, it's like sometimes they're just being nice.
Yeah.
you know?
Wait, how old are you?
I'm 30.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you should have done something by now.
Right, so I'm probably straight.
Yeah. I think with men, it's like you should know.
Yeah.
Women, it's like they get divorced from men and they go through stuff and then they end up with a woman. That's different.
Yeah.
They're also like they don't know their own bodies.
Yeah, women don't even know how to make themselves come, let alone what sexuality they are.
Right.
Don't you think so?
Say
yeah.
that about women.
I mean,
And don't be afraid of this podcast.
Are you afraid?
No.
Because you're giving fear
Yeah,
vibes.
I'm getting a lot of fear
I
from you.
always have those vibes. First of all, especially when we're talking about getting fucked in the ass, I get scared.
It is.
Yeah.
I
It's a
clench up.
scary thing.
Yeah, or like even question my sexuality. I'm on the defense now. You know.
Are you?
No, I'm not.
Because of the long hair.
No, it's a new thing for me. What is the long hair? Give off?
Oh, because we just
Little
assumed.
baggedy.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. You know what's funny is one
You
time.
just go like, I'm an ally.
Yeah, what do you do? Bang women and be like, oh, fucking women?
It's funny you say that because I was in West Hollywood at a gay bar and two guys were talking to me and pretty immediately they were like, "You're not gay, are you?" And I was like, yeah, what gave away? And they told me it was my hair. And maybe it's more than that, but that's the reason that they
Well,
gave.
the
That
length
is
is giving
funny.
gay.
Okay.
The no product in it
Yes.
is giving straight.
I
It's-
get that.
Yeah.
The amount of dry shampoo I want to put in your hair.
Yeah.
is-
I just bought it for the first time. Trader Joe's dry shampoo.
Oh,
It's
it's pretty
great.
good.
It's
trying.
great.
Yeah, I did not bring it
Can
on my
I
trip.
ask,
Yeah.
have you ever had sex and
Yes.
gone
Go.
like this?
While
Have you
having
ever,
sex?
yeah.
or
Have you ever
after?
tucked your hair behind your ear?
Is it
while
gay to
having
tuck your
sex?
ear? I do it every. I do it all day long.
I'm just
with,
just like, ooh, do you like that pussy?
I you know what I must have because I don't. It gets in my face, and I'm like, I don't think that's a good look. So I must have done the talk. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the
I don't
straight
think
guy
about it.
equivalent of just like
Wiping your brow.
Yeah,
your
yeah.
brow,
Yeah.
flipping it up.
Flopping it back.
Yeah, I think so.
Have you ever whipped your hair?
No,
That is bad.
Wait, you look like you listen to metal music though.
a little bit. Yeah.
And you never bang?
I guess I had bang.
You bang?
Yeah, that's a little
I was
different.
banging in the car and I was like, dude, long hair is perfect for this.
I know I'm
Yeah.
growing mine out.
Like,
It does feel good. It's a lot better with the music, but
no, I got music in my head
okay.
all the time.
Nice.
It's ADHD.
I didn't hear
So
it.
I'm constantly just like, da, 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 da,
Yeah,
da,
yeah.
da, da.
I think I'm growing out my hair in a way because I always am trying to do something to make myself hotter, and I feel like that's kind of my ticket at the moment.
Well, tall people should have long hair, and short people should not have long hair.
Oh, interesting.
Really?
Yeah, it makes them look shorter and
this
like a
one-
hobbit.
That makes sense. You're comparing their height to the length of their hair, and you're like, man, you are short.
Yeah, it's like
You're
short, stumpy girls should never have like.
They should never be alive. Oh, I thought everyone was gonna laugh.
I laughed
Yeah, but
Okay,
you guys
he
stopped,
liked it.
So you got scared.
because
Yeah.
he didn't laugh.
Well,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I thought, well, that's not true.
Well, I love short, stumpy girls.
Yeah, I love, but if you're short and stumpy, don't ever wear a just beneath the knee because you will look fucking.
huge.
People look at you and be like, oh, you're only 3 boots tall. Like, if you take 3 boots, like, that's how tall you are. They have something to compare it to.
Yeah, I think about measurements a lot, and he's gonna hate this conversation, but
Why?
like because like before rulers, what did they have? Like hands? They're like this llama's like
Feet.
5 hands.
It's
That's not why, though, right?
no.
Well, I think it is
things in-
actually
why.
Oh, they measure things in feet.
Yeah.
They
Wait,
forgot all the rulers in England, so they're like, we're just gonna do feet.
Yeah.
well,
That's
well, actually,
good.
that does make sense. How many feet of cloth? It's like, well, I'll give you full.
That's why we
Yeah.
don't use the metric system, just because we were like, we didn't bring it.
This
Wait,
is
we
way
use-
more folky and fun.
Wait, what do we use?
Oh, we didn't bring. Oh, we do. Wait, I don't know.
Imperial.
Oh, we do imperial.
Wait, but that sounds English.
Well, everything
You're right.
sounds
But we
English.
also do that. We
Okay.
don't call it that, but we do that. We
English?
empire. We colonize.
Oh.
I've never.
You've
I've never-
You
I've never
gotta try it, dude.
colonized.
It feels good. It feels
Oh
really
yeah.
good.
When was the last time you did it?
Well, you live in LA, so that's kind of like who owned LA before? What tribe?
I think
Well,
like
well,
Mexicans. Like I
Really?
think Native Mexicans.
Well, Spain.
What?
Before that, though,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't like to think about that.
I see.
Wait, Spain owned California?
That's why everything's like in Spanish, like Los
Yeah.
Angeles.
You
thought
think
Spain-
Mexicans just learned Spanish on their own?
I thought Spain's not in South America though, right?
I agree. It's not anymore. It's not.
I thought Spain was in Europe.
It is.
They colonized.
Oh,
Wait, the
Yeah.
whole.
why are white people the only people who get in trouble for
Cause
Colonization.
Yeah, we're just being.
Wait, is that the right word?
Wait, ask the question again.
Why are white people the only people who get in trouble for colonization?
Colonization sounds like
Well,
aggressive
actually, I've
pussy.
never, I've never been in trouble for
For colonizing. Why am I saying it weird?
I don't
Colonizing
know.
is
Now
good.
I don't know how to say it.
Colonializing. How do you
Yeah,
say
there you go.
it?
You got it. You just nailed it.
Colonializing?
Or colonizing. I think both are
Colonizing.
acceptable.
Okay.
I don't think
I
either are
honestly,
acceptable.
the reason.
Oh, you love that.
No,
No
it's
one's
your
gonna
favorite
like
thing.
it. No one's gonna like the reason, but it's because they're the only ones who did it really, really good.
White people?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because they're the masters at it?
Because they really did.
don't
Everyone was
agree with
doing it, and then white people were like, "Oh, we could do it really good," and then everyone was like, "Okay, stop. We should stop doing that."
Also, like, I like to think about this. I believe in past lives and future lives. And so I just think it's like, yeah,
Jimmy,
we're
he's
just,
not even here to cut it.
It's fine. We'll cut it later.
Okay. I can't just like say true things.
I think people forget. It's like they're like, I'm white, I'm this, I'm that. It's like I believe in like past lives and future lives. It's like I'm white in this life for
Right.
sure, but like who knows what race I'll be in the next
I was
one.
Pocahontas.
Well, that's just because you want to be hot.
No, I know, but you could definitely see me getting with John Smith and be like, oh my God, like, I can't believe, like, everyone's fighting about us.
You know what's crazy that they made a Disney movie about that, and she was like
14.
12.
Yeah.
12, and then but she loved him, so much love.
She did.
I did not know that.
And then she
Yeah.
actually moved to England with John Smith, and
Wait.
then changed her name to Elizabeth.
You didn't know the history of Pocahontas?
No, I never watched the movie.
Apparently he doesn't either because John Smith wasn't. They switched it for some
His
reason.
name is also John.
It was Radcliffe. That's who she actually hooked up
Oh,
with.
Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah, Daniel Radcliffe. I remember when Daniel Radcliffe was in that nude play after Harry Potter, and that was huge for my sexuality.
Did you actually see it?
No, I looked
Okay.
it up on Google Images when I was like 14, and I
People were
was like,
taking pictures of naked Daniel on stage.
yeah, and his uncut penis.
Oh wow.
He's
Uncut
English.
penis.
No, I know, but I had a flashback because I lived in England, and I think I've told you this. We had swimming class, and I remember looking at all these English boys, being like, "Why their dicks weird?"
Yeah.
And like I was the only one with a cut dick, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Their dicks are disgusting."
I do remember I
you
learned
cut?
I am cut. But I learned about like circumcision and uncircumcision before I saw an uncut dick. So like in sex ed, I like was hearing about having a foreskin, and then I went to my parents and was like, I don't think I'm circumcised because there was like a tiny bit of skin over my
Yeah.
pee hole. And I thought that's what
Over
the
your
foreskin
pee
was.
hole?
Like I'm talking like a less than a millimeter, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like almost like a little bit of a webbing. Does that make sense?
Wait, so you technically have 2 pee holes?
No, it's more like it's like a labia. It's like a very, very, very
ribbed.
small
Hey,
labia.
I cannot say what that is.
You can't say what it is?
No, I don't know what you're saying.
Okay.
There's just a little extra skin
Yeah.
left. Like they didn't nick it all.
Right, I
They
guess
left
so.
a little extra.
I don't even know if it's part of the foreskin.
Is it still there?
Yeah.
There's no way you'll show us, right? Right?
Don't do that.
No, I won't.
Because you hate science or what?
I don't want to get this demonetized.
He's doing.
Oh, you'll show me, not the camera.
yeah.
No,
You'll show me?
I don't
Do you
know.
have a picture?
you don't have to do that.
What's that?
Stop forcing the guests to show their penises. This is so bad.
He's saying he has a uniquely shaped thing that he can't even describe in
I feel-
words.
yeah, I feel like
he can't use words. I need a picture.
I'm more of ashamed of my inability to communicate through words than I am like
Of your
my
penis.
dick, which I think is normal.
That's great.
It's not though, because
think it
most
is.
people don't have what you're saying.
No, I
Maybe,
think a
yeah.
lot of guys do.
Yeah,
'Cause
thank you.
I see a lot of penises, and a lot of them are jacked up from their.
Yeah.
Not saying yours is, but.
No, I don't think you understand what's happening in his
No,
pee
I
hole.
don't think you understand what's happening. I get it. You don't understand what's happening.
Can you Google it, maybe?
In his defense, I don't think that you know. Because I don't think it's part of the foreskin.
To be
I think-
attacked on my own podcast from a friend and
I'm
a
sorry.
colleague is crazy.
Apologize.
No, it's okay. So wait, what did your parents say? They were like, no, retard.
They're like, yes, you're circumcised. We were there for it. We assure you that you are. And then I at some point saw an uncircumcised penis, and I was like, oh yeah, that's not what I have going on.
Yeah.
That's nowhere close to what I'm describing. I'm fine.
Okay, so if we use the word like that's like a turtleneck, right?
Yes.
Right, and your thing is more like a.
crew neck.
A skin tag?
See, I knew you didn't know what he was talking about.
It's really hard to describe. And I'm curious if other people have it. Maybe I just have a little special thing on my dick.
Have girls said
'Cause-
something?
No. I think this is you have to be like looking down the pee hole to see it.
Oh, it's
Okay.
down your pee hole?
Not like it's very near the surface.
Okay, no, that's what I'm. Okay, so the first dude that topped me had, I think, what you're saying.
Okay.
And he says he has 2 pee holes, kind of, because
Okay.
it splits, and like if you like split it apart, then it looks like there's 2,
Okay, so
but it doesn't go all the way down.
Yeah, that's the closest. That's closer than what you're describing than a crew cut.
Okay, I guess I'm wrong. I hope you're happy, Ryan. Okay, I don't know what your dick looks
Yeah,
like.
you were wrong about my penis.
And here I was defending you, saying no, his dick is not gross, and now
No, it's gross.
you 2 pee hole bitch.
Does it affect your pee stream?
No.
Well, you don't know. You don't know what normal is.
That's true. I think my
You
pee,
don't know what normal is. It's so funny.
I'll say my pee stream is under control. I can manage
Okay,
it. It's
okay.
not like every time I go to the bathroom I have to sit down. It's not like that.
I choose to sit down.
That's fair.
I choose to sit
But you're
down.
gay.
No, I talked to my dad about this. He does it too because he doesn't want to wipe the seat because touching piss is worse.
No, you lift
than-
the seat.
And they're lazy in their family.
Oh, okay.
It's inefficient.
Okay.
We're all about efficiency.
Yeah. You do save energy sitting compared to standing.
Right. Well, it's also just like the process. If you go like, it's a 2-minute process, but then if you have to add the seat lift, then you add 2 seconds, and then you have to wipe it down, then you add 5 seconds. But if I just sit, I'm saving 15 seconds.
You might like this trick. My grandpa used to eat cereal on the toilet. That was efficient.
No,
Why?
that's actually, I don't think that's good for your, I don't think that's good for you.
What do you mean?
Well, firstly, there's shit everywhere.
In everyone's
What's
bathroom.
going on in your bathroom?
You know,
That's why, like, they say don't put your toothbrush near the toilet. Like, I think like 8 feet near the toilet because no matter what you do,
8 feet in our bathrooms. Like we all have money enough to have.
Oh no, I know, but like poor people can't do that.
You can also put
so if you know a poor person, they have shit on their toothbrush.
Do you know a poor person?
I have shit on my toothbrush.
If you put the lid down, that prevents that from happening.
Less.
Okay. I thought it was prevention, but maybe not.
It's not.
It's like a condom. It's 99% effective.
It's like 80% effective. I think.
Where are you getting these numbers?
Huh?
Huh?
Studies. I read studies. He never listens to studies.
I don't have
I
to.
actually was thinking.
I'm the study of
okay,
life.
I got this for you. What do you do in the morning to feel confident? Because I was listening to the news this morning, and it was just like so negative, and I was like, "This is bad for my brain." And then I walked downstairs. Laser was playing an MLB game, and I go, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Fucking winning the World Series." And I was like, "This guy's just gonna walk around with the confidence all day that he won the World Series," and I'm gonna go like. Yeah, we should put warning labels on our fucking social media for kids.
Right.
I hate to bring this up, but this is like I don't have a job issues. You have a lot of free time to kind of I'm working.
No, I have a job. I just don't have a boss.
What's your job?
I own a fucking comedy club.
Oh, okay.
That's big. That's a job.
I'm here. You
This is
think
a job.
that I manage you? Actually,
You don't
I
manage me.
forgot to tell you. I'm your boss.
You're not my boss.
I'm your boss.
I have a real job.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
A real job.
I just
He's
quit
a
my
waitress.
real job. It feels great.
Oh, you
Wait,
did?
What's your real job?
I was working at a hospital at Cedars-Sinai.
Doing what? Oh, God.
Scheduling and administrative stuff for an
See,
imaging lab.
that's a real job.
I serve people breakfast. I know what a real job is.
That's real. That's a good blue collar job.
I'm blue collar.
Yeah,
Thank you
you
for
earned
saying
that.
that.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
blue collar.
Sorry.
He's
Yeah.
never getting it. He's white collar his whole life. His life is easy.
Do you give pet names to your customers?
I call everybody honey.
Honey, I like that.
Yeah, it's my favorite to call straight guys honey because I
Yeah.
do it on accident all the time and they always look disheveled.
I would enjoy that.
Yeah.
That would make me feel
I've been
close
doing that
to the
to
server.
Kyle. I actually said we were at Goodwill yesterday, and he's like, "Do you want to sit in the back?" I go, "Get your pretty little ass in the front." And this old lady with a walker looks at me. She just goes, just like this. She loved it so
Yeah.
much, and Kyle liked it too.
Yeah, of course. Straight men love bossing them around.
I am just
Yeah.
like, put your pretty little ass in the front.
You know who doesn't like it is that I'm now identifying or looking a little bit more masculine these days, and sometimes I'll be walking by girls I don't know, and I'll be like, and something about women that you guys should know. I don't know if you guys know this. Women
Are scared of you.
Yeah, no, I know.
That's not what I was talking about.
okay.
Women, especially hot women, they don't move out of the sidewalk. They expect you to walk around them.
I will not do that for anybody, but go on.
I won't either.
Yeah.
And so women will just stand there because they're hot and like people have walked around them their entire life. Well, I'm
Yeah.
a 6'5" gay guy. I'm not going to do that.
Hell
I'm going to
yeah.
keep it going.
I love that.
And so I'll say, "Excuse me, honey." And then I'll realize they'll look at me like all nasty, like I'm some like big straight guy calling them honey, and they
Yeah.
don't like it. And then I have to be like, I really have to let the wrist go all crazy, so that
That's a good move. I'm
Yeah.
gonna try that next time I do something misogynist and
Yeah,
shitty.
try it.
It's not
Try it on me.
misogynist. It's equal. Get out
I
of the.
agree.
It's what I have to. Why am I? Listen, you know what's so funny? Everyone's like, treat women like this. No, the only reason that men have all of these things is so that they can fuck women.
Yeah.
So this entire thing of like, you should open the doors for women and do this for women and do this for women is only so that men can get their pussy, and that's all. The only reason that any of these guys do it, and it's been brought into society. It's like, well, this is how we treat women. Well, I'm on equal playing field with women
Yeah.
because I'm also fucking men, and no one's opened the door for me. So guess what, honey? Get ready for the draft.
I think
Slam.
that it's actually more, and they're just like, these are tiny apologies that we've built into our society so that we can actively not give them rights.
Tiny apologies is a funny idea. I like
Right?
that.
It's
Yeah.
like,
It's a good
hey,
name for an
it's
album.
like, we're not going to give you, you can't get paid as much, but I held the door for you.
yeah.
Because you're so weak, you could never do it yourself.
But
Yeah.
touching on a subject that you just brought up, something I'm really passionate about. When did we, as a country, abandon the walking on the right side of the sidewalk, like social rule of like you stay to the right. There's people who will be walking on the left side of a path, be right in my line, and they'll either move further left or they'll stay and expect me to move. And I think that's fucking wrong.
Something happened in the pandemic where now people feel like because we were all shut down for a little bit, nobody cares about what anybody else is doing, and they'll just like I see people. I'm driving, and people literally will just like try to like stop traffic to get 8 lanes over so that they don't. It's like you should have thought a mile ago I should move over the 8 lanes I need to do it, and then they wait, and then they cause a huge issue because everybody's just out for themselves now.
It is kind of sick. I hate those people.
We disagree on everything.
Okay. So you think that's okay?
Because that's how he drives. Because he thinks he can just do whatever. Because Colton's been hot his entire life. So
I haven't. I used to have an indented chest
when he was 9,
and I had a big nose my whole life, and then I grew into it.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How did they fix your chest? Did they use the thing like on a car dent, or they like
No, I had a bar fed in.
Oh, she have a bar.
No, well, they took it out.
Okay.
Because I went through puberty and then my chest grew, but then the bar stayed the same size and it hurt.
That's sick.
A lot. And so yeah,
that's the great thing about bars is you keep getting bigger and they stay the same size.
They stay the same size. I also used to get I gauged my ears with shish kebab sticks, and because I really wanted to. I was a big what's this fucking Hawthorne Heights fan.
Okay.
And they got keloids, so I had like
what is that?
Big old scar tissue on it, and so they had to get surgically removed. So no, I haven't been beautiful my whole life. It was crazy.
I will say the second thing you mentioned, you had to disfigure yourself to not be beautiful. You're like you cited something where you literally took a blade through your ear, and you're like, oh, that made me ugly. Some people are born ugly. Like we don't. It's not the same.
Right, I understand, but I have vitiligo now.
What's that?
It's discoloration. It's slightly.
Oh my god! You know what I just realized though? We both have like marks on our face.
I know. We're both witches.
Oh.
And actually, we're yin and yang because yours is on the right and mine's on the left.
White.
We're so yin and yang.
But I do want to quickly say this about women, and I really do mean this. It's someone who's been in the service industry for 15 years. I used to be a really big feminist, and I really felt like very passionate about women's rights. And now, after seeing that the way women behave and tip at restaurants, I think 78 cents on the dollar is just enough. I'm done with it. No more.
But do you think the reason why they behave is in response to being treated poorly their whole lives?
I think that there's two.
You really live in California. Yeah, I'll tell you that. This is crazy.
I think that there's two groups of people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think
men and women. Go on.
And that's it. Sorry, not people. Genders.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. I think that there's a white woman who heard that they've been oppressed and they take advantage of it. And there's a bunch of other people who really need some like support and boostering. But I think that enabling's bad. We're both addicts, so
and I'm also
an enabler. If you enable me, I'm gonna take advantage of it.
I see.
Yeah, me too.
You're addicted to white privilege, or the women are addicted to white privilege.
Not me.
They, right.
But I also, me too. Yeah. I get a lot of stuff for free. In fact, I was at the
Colton
bar.
literally walks around being like, I'm not hot, and then wherever he goes, they're like, just take it. I'm like, not me. I'm like draining my account to buy fucking Chipotle. Him, it's free every time.
Damn. I was riding with Spencer, and I was like having such a nice conversation with this lady who was just working. And Spencer walks up, and she's like, ugh. And she just walks away. He's
my God.
Can I order? She goes, well, you guys... No. I was like, whoa. I get treated way better than Spencer.
Yeah.
And he's like a hot good
Spencer
guy.
was just here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I can't imagine how you guys get treated.
Yeah.
And I'm just going around. Everybody needs to be nice to each other.
That's what hot people always do. We all just need to be nice to each other. It's like, shut up, pretty. Okay? Some of us, I'm just trying to lose weight and have a normal body. Okay? That's all I care. I can't care about Israel and Palestine. I have fucking man tits. Okay? I have to get this fixed.
I heard about that from the diss track. I didn't know that you had man tits until
Thank you.
I heard a song.
I'm wearing compression.
Oh, nice.
I feel like I hurt your feelings with this song.
You didn't hurt my feelings. It was just so many people were in here for the live that it was like
you were just
much.
overwhelmed.
I was overwhelmed.
You were overwhelmed.
I hate when people.
I sent it to you privately, so I don't know.
I was decompressing. Okay, just because someone sends you a text message does not mean they get a response.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, thank you.
That's valid.
Finally,
all right. I just know
you're really
how.
our couples counselor today.
I go so far as to say, even in speech, you don't have to respond. You're not owed a response. Like if I'm talking to you and I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" You can just stare at me. That's fine.
I agree.
Yeah.
Do you ever do the thing where you're like, it happens here to me all the time. Where I'm like, talking to someone and they're like draining you of your. I'm like, fuck, I have to go get a Diet Coke. I just gotta get away from you.
Yeah, I actually have so much trouble leaving a conversation
Really?
like that. Yeah.
Oh no, I literally go like, oh my god, what time? If I'm here, I'll go. Have you seen Colton? And they'll go, I think I saw him. I go, I have to find Colton to talk about the podcast.
That's smart.
I enjoy it. This lady, when I was at Goodwill, because I was looking for storage bins, kept on following me around and be like, look at this shirt. Look at this shirt. She goes, $2. She's like, do you want it? I might get it for my son-in-law. I go, get that for your son-in-law. He's going to love it.
She's some random girl?
She was like a 40-year-old lady, and I fucking loved her. She goes, what size are you? I just found some Crocs. $8.
Yeah, I've never had that experience. That's
Really?
wild. No one's been stoked to like show me clothes in the Goodwill.
Well, what reaction are you giving?
If they did that,
Yeah.
I probably would be awkward about it and be like, oh, yeah, it's cool.
Not me. I
Yeah.
go, bitch.
Yeah, see, I can't give that. I wish I could.
Oh, I love to give people the reaction that they want.
I think I am the opposite. Yeah. If I sense that there's an expected reaction, it just puts me in my head and I can't act normally.
Oh.
Yeah.
They think they're going to get this, and they are.
So like Colton's doing a full play. He's like, oh, I have the lines to this script.
See,
Yeah.
know what the worst is opening a gift. Like,
I will
yeah.
do that. Oh, no.
I can't do that. Are
My-
you an actor?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, and Jewish.
Okay.
Last time, why are you rolling your eyes?
You're not Jewish. She just says that.
You're not Jewish?
Why are you saying that? You came on my podcast to attack me?
No, I was just being hopeful.
There's a lot of
Jewish?
anti-Semitism going around.
No.
Amazing.
A lot of anti-Semitism going around.
It's true.
I love Jewish people.
What last time I was at my husband's house, family's house for Thanksgiving.
Okay, I was going to say, how
For
often are you at your
Thanksgi-
husband's house? Go on. sorry.
Almost never. He
Yeah.
lives in Minneapolis.
Oh, shit. Okay.
But last time I was at his family's house for Thanksgiving, they gave me a birthday card. My birthday's in August. And so I set it down on the counter, and Chip goes, they want you to open it in front of them. And I was like, no.
Yeah.
My birthday was in August. And he goes, babe, please do this. And I opened it up, and it was $100, and I went, oh, $100, $100. Like,
See, I
it
think
is enough money where it was a very, very nice gesture, but it was also like 6 months crazy late.
Yeah.
But they live in Louisiana. It's so nice.
It was so nice, but send it.
I just hate that if someone gives me a gift, it's not even that like I can't do the reaction right away. It's that now I have to spend the rest of the day acting grateful for it, and that it's like, oh, like one of the kids at work gave me a weighted vest because he was like, I'm not using it. I was like, let me pay for it. He's like, no, just take the weighted vest. And now I can't be mean to him when he fucks up at work because he gave me the weighted vest. So he'll like not clean his tables, and I'll be like, it's okay, Jamie. I'll clean
No, that's
your
your
tables."
mom taught you that, because when you got that shirt, I'm sure that she was like, I got you Gap clothes.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Don't talk about that. All of her coworkers listen.
Is she not allowed to get you Gap clothes?
Oh no, she is.
Okay.
I think there's a statute of limitations on a gift. I don't think you're indebted to him forever for a weighted vest. Your opinion is worth more than the weighted vest. If he does something shitty, you can be allowed to be mad at him.
Actually, you're gifting him with a good opinion.
Thank you. And actually, to be completely honest, I still do get mad and snap at him
Good.
because, it does happen. I'm just trying to seem nicer.
Relationships aren't transactional.
Oh my God.
I am becoming a therapist. This is fun.
By the
Yeah.
way, that's so true. And when people give me things, I treat my relationships like they're transactional, like that I owe them something.
I
If
think
they
that's
give me-
really common.
Yeah, I did not put that together until you just said that.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why I'm uncomfortable with gifts, because then it feels like I owe someone something.
Right, and that's not how it should be. I bet most people who give you gifts don't feel that way. They're not expecting anything.
And I don't feel that way when I give someone something, but
Yeah.
when someone gives me something, I go like, I am now indebted.
Yeah.
Wow.
You are a therapist.
I did. What was funny is I studied psychology in college, which like it means nothing. I didn't
Yeah.
really learn anything from that, but my mom thinks it means something. And just recently, I was back home.
Sorry,
and
your mom what?
My mom thinks that like my psych degree means something.
Oh, yeah.
So when I was
yeah.
back
Well,
home,
I'm sure she paid for it.
No, I got a full ride.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, at a really shitty school. But anyways,
Football scholarship?
what's that? Yeah, I was football. Yeah. I was a water boy, full ride scholarship. Just really good at hydrating. No, she asked me. She's like, "Do you think your dad is autistic?" She asked me that while my dad wasn't there, and I was like, first of all, she asked that in front of my girlfriend who she was meeting for the first time. I was like, you can't do that. Like, you can't put that on somebody. But to be married to someone for 30 years and then after that point being like, I think something's up with this guy. Like, I think he's a little off is pretty funny to me.
My mom is a psychologist.
Okay.
A PhD. And she's great. She's very smart. She was dating a man, think 2 years into it. She goes, I think he might be bipolar. I go, bitch, the only person that would know that is you. Yeah. Like, what are you doing? And what are you asking me about it for?
Yeah.
She goes, I think he is.
She's like way overestimating what my psych degree can do. I'm like, I can't diagnose my father. Are you kidding me?
I took one business law class in college, and I quote it all the time. I'm like, actually, that's not contract law. That's libel.
Also, autism, it's like, just attend the online test. I'm sure we can figure it out today.
Do you think I have autism?
No.
Thank you. That's the right answer.
Do you
I have
think he's
ADHD.
Jewish?
No.
Okay.
I think that when you're hot, you have to find reasons to be quirky and different. I think you're just run of the mill, mentally ill.
Yeah, they don't do any general diagnosis.
No,
Yeah.
no, they did for me when I was in. I said that I had a learning disability in high school, and I said which one. They said
Something.
just something.
You got your own thing going on.
Even I'll talk to my mom. She goes, "Stop saying that you have a specific learning disability." I go, "Which one is it?" She's like, "They just said a learning disability." I go, so I think that's just dumb.
They didn't want to put the work in to figure out what was going on.
I don't think you're dumb. I think you won't try because you're afraid of everything. I think you're a coward.
No, I think if I'm being completely honest, it's because I feel like I was labeled as dumb for so long, like in school, that I just realized, and I used to fight it, and then I just realized, like, actually playing into being dumb, people expect less from you, and then I can overachieve expectations, and then people are like really impressed.
I think you're afraid of failure so that you won't learn because it'll be hard for you to learn.
I just like to keep everybody's expectations low. I go, I could do nothing with my life, but I'm going to probably pop off.
I do think people are intimidated by someone who seems smarter than them as well.
Yeah.
So if you put yourself off as dumb, they're sort of disarmed, and then you can charm them with your manipulation.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Wait,
that's
as a smart person, I bet you know that for a fact.
What part? Being in, intimidating
that
people?
you've intimidated some people with your, like...
I think that
with
might be
genius,
a thing.
really, what it
genius.
is.
But what's going on in here is like I'm not as bad anymore, but I still have a lot of social anxiety and feel really awkward. So if they were intimidated, the way I would interpret that is, they don't like me, or I'm boring them, or I'm weird. Like, I wouldn't think that they were thinking something good about me. I would think they're thinking something bad about me, and that's where it's coming from.
When people would look at me in the gym, I'd go like, "Oh, they hate me."
Right.
But they were just
admiring your
checking me out.
body.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know who you really remind me of?
Ugh.
Tina from Bob's Burgers.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I've ever gotten that before.
Oh, I think it's just the
think the
glasses and the
glasses.
voice, but
Yeah.
I do really love that.
Thank you.
To me, it's endearing.
I get compared to a lot of people with glasses.
Yeah, well, of course, you're wearing them.
Yes.
Will you take them off of the camera quickly?
Sure. It's not good.
Amazing.
What do you mean it's not good?
Yeah.
I think it makes my bags look darker.
Well, I think you're just not used to the sun hitting them.
Probably, yeah.
So that's just, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I think you have really pretty eyes.
Yeah,
and
you
I
do
think
have pretty
you should do
eyes.
the contacts.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll try it. I would like to change up my look.
I think we should get some contacts,
Wait.
cut your hair. Let's do a full movie
I don't
moment.
think he should cut his hair. I think he needs dry shampoo. It'll be fine. In fact, I have some. Maybe we just do like a quick little.
Before and after.
Yeah, let's do it
Dry
before and after.
shampoo
Go grab
makeover.
that. Do you care?
All right, I'm down for that.
Okay, amazing.
I was thinking about shaving my head last night because
Don't.
I was on stage and it was in my face. I was at Riot Comedy Club. The AC was out. I was sweating. The hair was in my face. It was bothering
I
me.
will say, I think that if you give yourself a nice fade and and it doesn't have to be all the way off, but maybe like just keep it like this, like almost my length.
Yeah.
On the top and a fade on the sides, I think you would, and you got some contacts. Honey, your girlfriend's gonna get nervous.
Okay. Wait, in the way that you think that. What do you mean by that?
I think that it's gonna become. There's gonna be a lot of opportunities to cheat.
Okay, all right. That's why she'd be nervous. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to make her nervous. I
Yeah,
want to stay the
that's-
way I am.
Oh.
For her sake.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah, let's
I
do
brought
this.
2 things. This is Amika Perk Up Plus. It's a very nice dry shampoo. So got some salt spray because I was
Okay, I do have that.
You do? Is it in there now?
Nope.
Didn't think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not TSA
And this
compliant.
isn't bullying. This is helping.
No, I agree. I am fully consenting to this.
a little wet.
So, what were you seeing in my hair that was like giving that there's no product? Was it greasy looking? Was it clumpy? Like, or just flat? What was bad about
it's
it?
becoming so gorgeous. This is like really the new Queer Eye. But we get along.
Yeah. Is this not what you do to every guest? Yeah.
We do it to some guests.
Okay. The guests that need it.
You actually have like naturally gorgeous highlights.
No, they're not natural.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you joking?
No, I got highlights. It's been many months now, but I haven't cut my hair since.
Out of your fucking mind.
Probably like 6
my
months ago.
God.
Yeah. I got some highlights.
Colton, this is doing wonders for our boy.
Oh, I'm excited to see it. Now, will this, in the heat, will I lose any of this?
All of it.
Yeah.
No.
No?
Maybe a little bit. I mean,
I need to start just wearing a hat. Better?
It looks so good. Yeah, Colton, style it a little. Other side too.
I will say, like, you're talking about morning routines. I do like a wash and wear. I do like just going straight from the shower out to my day because I'm lazy.
This has made a huge
Really?
take your
difference.
glasses off too.
Yeah, take your glasses. This is crazy.
Okay, should I do the hair whip too?
Yeah.
That?
Wow.
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 Do you feel like $1,000,000?
I mean, the way that you guys are responding to me, yes. Like, this is the first time I felt like you're happy I'm on the podcast.
No,
I'm
we've been
kidding,
happy
I'm
the whole
kidding.
time.
No, no, we were beefing. We had no problem with you.
Yeah, I'm sorry we were beefing before, but now
Yeah.
he's hot again. I'm actually not mad at you anymore.
Yeah.
That's a good couples therapist. Like, they just get hotter halfway through the session, and you're like, oh, this
That's
is what
such
we
a good
needed.
bonding to be like, the couples therapist is kind of giving ugly. Should we fix it?
Wait, before we continue, can we make you over?
And we're like all of a sudden like tying her shirt tight like a girl in gym class. Just
Yeah.
like, ooh, look at her waist.
Yeah.
Okay, singed.
The session ends, and she just, like, sheds a single happy tear.
Yeah.
Like, this was for me.
Yeah, she was like, and I thought I was here to change you guys.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for therapists. I don't know how they just hear shit all day.
Well, they go to their own therapist. They go to a special therapist that only sees therapists.
That is true, but my brother, who is a therapist, he's told me it's affected him in a way, like, he doesn't like to watch dramas or anything where, like, there's a lot of, like, trauma or violence because he does hear it so much. He wants to watch, like, superhero stuff or, like, really, like, you know, sitcoms.
I'm sure it's a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
Actually, the audience that I performed for last night was like Sirius XM, like middle-aged mom vibes. And I could just see that I was breaking all their hearts. They're like, your life is sad to me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, we're having fun. They're like, poor baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, it's fun.
What were you
We're having
talking about that
fun."
they felt that way?
I was talking about being bisexual.
Not real. They could feel.
They're like, lies.
oh, look at this poor faggot. He's all confused.
He's not even comfortable being himself. He's
Yeah.
lying to everybody.
Do you find that when there's more women around, you like to say you're bisexual because you like the attention?
No, I find that when more women are around, I'm like more
Gayer.
I'm more feminine. I'm more flamboyant. I'm more like.
I feel gayer around gay men and women, and then when straight guys come around, I feel like myself masking up, and I don't. But both of them feel very natural to me. And I don't know which one's the real me.
Both are. You wear many hats.
agree
In
with
fact, if
that.
you were one-dimensional, you wouldn't be very interesting.
Thank you.
I also don't think. Never mind.
No, say it.
I was gonna say I don't think there's a real me. Like, I think you're different. You're somebody different in every single context.
Yeah,
like,
I don't
you're
believe-
always just shifting based on circumstances.
But then people say that that's bad.
I think that's just the reality of being a person. I don't think there's very few people who are, like, consistent in all situations. In the same way, like, you talk differently to your grandmother than your best friend.
Yeah.
Like, that's just how people shift.
Yeah. But I guess I have shame about shifting.
That's fair.
Or
I mean, I think you are, like, taught to be ashamed of that. Like, you're supposed to just be like, this is who you are. You're a person. I don't think there's any real self. And I don't think there's, like, because what you think of yourself as is different than what he thinks, which is different than what I think.
Well,
And
what do you think?
about him?
Yeah.
I think he's a good guy.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Is that what you think?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we're on the same page. Never mind.
Yeah. I actually think of myself a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we all do.
About you?
I know.
Oh, yeah. You think about other people?
Yeah, I'm always thinking about other people.
Not me. When I talk to somebody and they go, oh my God, I was just talking about you the other day, I'm always shocked. I go, Oh my God, I think about myself so much that I can't even the concept that other people could be thinking about me doesn't even come into my brain.
Me too, but I also have trust issues. I go, and what were you saying?
Yeah.
I go, yeah.
You know something people love to say to me? They go, God, I love you. And I've actually never heard anyone say anything bad about you.
Me?
No, that's what people say to me about me. And
Wait,
that's
wait.
nice
And
to
what
hear.
about
It
me?
is,
What do they say?
Well, they don't. They wouldn't say it to me, but I'm sure people say bad things about you.
And what would be your guesses about
When
what they're saying?
I don't know, but when people look the way that you look, I don't think you realize it's always causing issues.
If it makes you feel better, I've never heard anything about you.
I was gonna ask, and then I was like, that's gonna hurt my own feelings.
And then I just did it for you.
Yeah. Thanks for just being this, offering that one up.
I had a fun California moment recently, yesterday, where I was just talking shit about a non-binary person I really didn't like, but I was using their preferred pronouns.
The best.
So funny.
best.
It's such a funny cognitive dissonance where
You're
I'm like,
they're a fucking dick.
yeah, they're a bitch/dick.
Yeah. And you're using their name that they chose. You're like, River is an asshole.
Yeah.
Okay? And they need to know it.
It's so funny.
Because you know what? It's about winning the argument. It's like, I'm not going
Right.
to go take the low road and dehumanize
It
them.
discredits your argument.
Yeah. You're still a bad person, and I'll
Right.
use your correct pronouns.
Absolutely. It is the first time I've done that, because I'm usually an ally, but this person sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
listen,
you
can-
find being in the community, you find out a lot of people suck.
Yeah, of course.
Are we in the community?
Yep.
Oh, great.
How serious is your challenging his bisexual status? Are you serious, or is it a bit?
He's not
He is dead.
bisexual. He's not bisexual.
But he has sex with women? You have sex with women?
He has not had sex with women in over 7 years.
Oh,
and
okay.
he
No,
tried
like
to have
three,
sex.
like maybe three.
No.
Okay.
And he tried to have
4?
sex with a woman on this couch, couldn't get hard.
Interesting.
But I don't think it was my fault.
Okay. Yeah.
And I stand by that. And I'd do it again. Not her, though.
Now, role reversal. Say if I tried to have sex with a man on that couch, but I couldn't get hard, would you claim that I wasn't gay, or would I be possibly gay or bisexual for trying to do that?
I don't think experimenting with genders makes you anything other than curious.
Yeah.
I think that.
Oh, so you just think I'm bi-curious?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm bi-curious as well. I would have a MMF threesome. That is something that I'm interested in.
Sure.
But I haven't found the right woman couple to do that with.
And
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I've been inside of a pussy, and it's better than being inside of a butthole.
100%. That's why I want to date a hot trans guy. That's all I want to date. Because I feel like I want to deal with God's hole.
God's hole is a horrible term, but yeah, I agree.
Wait.
Well, that's
is
what
that
God made
bad?
it for.
God's hole? I don't know. It's just, I'm not saying it's degrading to a pussy, but just like the
It's
term.
actually uplifting.
Yeah,
Lord,
just-
I lift your whole
I want to know
on
what
high.
I want to know what a penis what the whole God made for a penis feels
Yeah,
like. But
that's
I
fair.
don't want to deal with a woman flashing her hair around and being all
I see.
That
Interesting.
bothers me.
Yeah. You don't like the attitude. You just
yeah. My problem with women is their bad attitude.
You just want the hole. I see.
yeah, I just, which is ultimately the straightest thing you could say.
True.
I'm just looking for the hole.
I actually think I think that if I was like maybe like a prince or a king, and they were like, you
How
got
dare we
it,
get that idea?
you got it, like, and they're like,
By the way,
we got,
Prince, not king. Prince, not king.
Well, eventually, I'd have to become king.
Right.
No.
No, princess
Wait,
become
I'm
prince.
going to the
You'd be
throne.
like second born prince.
Wow.
Yeah. How you live a happy life.
But also, I think he would kill the firstborn
Oh,
to
he
become
would.
the king. He
That
would do
is
that.
true.
I feel like you've got that
Look at the
dog
way you're
in you.
twirling his hair.
I could if the
I never even
throne
loved
was
my
on.
brother.
It's like you say no to the throne.
Yeah.
I think that I would probably just have like, I'd have a wife and I'd fuck her sometimes, but I would do it.
Sure.
That's what makes me bisexual.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think you can, pick your label.
And have you ever done anything gay?
No.
Nothing.
Nothing.
No.
Not even like all of the guys together jerking off, watching porn together at 14?
No.
You were never in a band.
I was in a band.
Oh, that's
Okay.
gay?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I guess a
Wait,
little
you
gay.
sang in front of your friends?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I didn't know what the, behaviors considered gay are. I just thought it was
Yeah.
talking about more physical things.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
that's a lot of guys are confused by that. And
I
we're-
will say the closest, like, I have had a dream about making out with one of my guy friends.
Which
and
one?
I'm not going to say. And then, like, months later, I couldn't remember if it was a dream or not. That's the closest thing I've had to a gay experience.
And how did you feel about that if you did? Were you like, whatever?
What
Were
was,
you blacking out a lot?
No, it felt like that, but it was just that was the nature of the dream quality. Like, you know, when you're like coming in and out of a dream and it feels kind of like a browning out. That's what it was like.
I haven't had one of those dreams since I was like a kid though, where I couldn't remember if it was real or not.
Yeah, in the moment, I think I knew it was a dream, but then, like I said, like way later, it felt like a real memory.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I had to like go think, did I make out with that guy? And then be like, no.
Dreaming's so scary.
It is weird that your brains just like play those little movies for you.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I've been smoking too much pot recently that I'm like, something crazy is happening here on Earth.
On Earth.
I'm like, we're all in these bodies. It's just nuts. I think I'm smoking too much pot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where I'm like, God, life is so crazy. The sky and the earth, and here we are speaking.
I think smoking weed makes you not dream.
It does. And then when you stop, immediately you have crazy dreams.
I wasn't gonna tell you this because it would shatter your brain. I think maybe a little bit, but there's this book called Our God-Shaped Brain, and it's just how our brains are uniquely formed to assume that there's a god or a higher being, an agency, because if with all the possibilities of chaos, our anxiety goes up like this and we fucking lose our brain.
Yeah, but that's just one of those things where it's like, you know, you have religious trauma, so you're always looking for reasons that nothing spiritual is real. And I do feel like, I mean, if you really think about it, it's like, okay, so then what's going on? It's
chaos. It's chaos. Everything's chaos. Nothing's real.
So, but chaos comes from something.
Yeah.
So that you just believe Big Bang, everything's crazy. I can't believe we're doing this on the podcast. It's not really about gay sex. But no, and you just think it's like, okay, this is all
No, I don't assume to know. And that our brains freak out when they don't know. And I go, actually, it's okay that I don't know, because how the fuck would I know? And ascribing any idea to it, to me, is literally lunacy.
Well, to me, I want to say, I believe when people are all crazy, it's like, 'cause I like to do like a little bit of witchcraft and stuff, and whether it's real or not, I really don't care. I'm like, how fun is it that in this life I believe in magic?
Sure.
And it's like, if I die, it's like, if I'm wrong, whatever.
Like what I heard, what you initially said about like being in these bodies is sort of an admiration of how unexplainable everything is.
Yeah,
I think like chaos is unexplainable. Like, you can say like everything's random and there's no like higher purpose, and I might agree with that, but you can still admire like, wow, it is crazy that we developed.
I actually think it's cooler.
Yeah.
My idea is cooler because it's like the fact that there is no agency and we still do exist.
Yeah.
Everything is so much cooler because why the fuck are we here? Why are you here? How are we meeting? Like,
I feel
that's
that way.
Cooler to me.
I think evolution is way cooler than creationism. Like, don't you think it's cooler that we slowly developed out of like a little amoeba, like through trial and error over a million of years?
Yeah.
Like, that's a cooler argument for God than him just like, you know, throwing out two people into a garden. That's dumb.
To me, I have like so much gratitude because of my belief in nothing.
Sure.
You know what's crazy, and this is gonna sound just to bring the only thing I really can talk about is myself. But I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, there's so many things I don't talk about and live in my mind so much. And I was driving thinking, I was thinking about Taylor Swift because she has such a rich inner life. And I was thinking like, God, I have such a rich inner life but then I realized I don't ever actually share it with anybody else. So nobody actually knows all the things I think about. And then I run into people.
Because you shut me down.
No, and then I run into people and I'm like, oh my God, I just sucked this guy's dick. And it's like, okay, Dylan, whoa, you also think about life.
Do you want to share something rich and inner?
No.
What was what was the last thing? What was the thing that made you think that?
I just like to think about a lot of things.
Like what?
And it's none of your fucking business.
I don't share with anybody. I don't share with anybody. I fucking just asked.
I was just thinking. I'm not saying that it's a good or bad thing, but I was thinking.
No, that's
like,
a bad thing.
People have a certain way of who they think I am, but I also have a rich inner life that is private, and I actually think it's okay for that to be private. I don't think that everything needs to be shared, and I think that living life comfortably is being okay with who you are on the inside, and that's what makes me so happy.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think he lost his train of thought.
Do you ever
and then just tied it up in a bow that he was like, man,
that makes sense. And that makes sense. But I really feel so connected to Taylor Swift in the sense where I'm like, she has such a rich inner life that she won't share with anybody else other than her music. And that's how I feel. Like, people think of me one way, but I'm actually another.
Do you feel like you share your inner life at all through your comedy, or is that all superficial stuff?
I wouldn't say it's superficial. I would say my stand-up is definitely like my stand-up I feel like is like, I hate talking about comedy, but it's like on podcasts, but it's like that thing that pops into your head when you're in a situation that's like, okay, so don't say that out loud. Like
Right.
the first meanest thing you can think
Yeah.
of. That's what I feel like my stand-up is, and that's the character of the monster that I am. But yeah, I wouldn't say that's my rich inner life. I'm like calling women fat on stage.
I have a joke that's exactly what you described. It's like the meanest thing you could think of in the moment, and to me, that's why it's funny.
Yeah.
But then I have like idiots agreeing with it online. I'm like, if it's just me saying what I think, it's not a joke.
Yeah.
Like there has to be a disconnect in order for it to be a joke.
Yeah, it's like we have the thing after the thing. I think the horrific thing.
Yeah.
And then it's immediately like, okay, Dylan, so don't bring that up because that's going to like really, people are going to hate that. And then like, what's the kinder approach?
Right.
But a lot of people don't have that second part and they're like, yeah, they should kill themselves. And you're like, okay, well, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Thomas Jefferson who said that satire should never be used because idiots will believe it.
Yes. Oh, that's 100% true.
And it is,
Oh, I thought he did electricity.
No, that's Thomas Edison.
Oh, what did Jefferson do?
Jefferson was our second president,
Don't look at me.
third. I didn't get to learn U.S. history because I lived abroad.
And my sister
so
died
this
in
is
high
all
school, so I don't really remember.
You blocked out U.S. history.
Yeah, oopsie.
So wait, do you know English history?
Yeah, like the Tudors and
Oh wow.
and I know a lot about the Ottoman Empire.
And I know about Anne Boleyn because I watched
and I
the
know a
other
lot
Boleyn
about
girl.
like ask me any World War II question. I have like a big opinion on it.
I love World War II.
Okay, we're not talking about World War II.
No,
on
I
the
mean, but just
podcast.
like ask him any question because it'll be interesting to know if he knows if Spain is in Europe.
It is, isn't it?
Yes.
Wait, any
You know what's
question?
crazy? I thought that Israel, and I'm not joking, I really thought Israel was like, the way I pictured it was like on a rock, like it was an island. And like it was just like almost like Greece is how I pictured it. And I
Greece
heard
is
that-
also connected to Europe.
Crazy.
It's
like
actually well,
I believe that all the land used to be connected and we all got separated.
I like to imagine
I like to imagine like Greece, famously connected to Europe.
Yeah, to me it's an island, so you can't. It's not connected to
Yeah.
anything but water. But yeah.
I like to picture you just getting your mind blown by like looking at a map, like
Yeah, I'm like,
geography.
oh my god, that's there.
I know
Whoa.
because like you could easily do that.
Where would I find a map?
Google Maps.
Where would I find a map? Can I share one World War II fact and
Yes,
tell me if this is
of course.
interesting or not?
Yeah.
I've been reading a D-Day book. So that's like the biggest invasion in World War II. That's like
and 80th anniversary,
Yes.
pretty topical.
I tried it once on stage. No one cared. But
I know. I care so much.
On D-Day, no German tanks were sent to the beach because the only person who could give the order was Hitler. And on D-Day, the biggest invasion of World War II, Hitler slept until noon.
Why?
Because he's a fucking...
He was a drug
dirtbag.
addict.
Yeah, he was like on a
Or-
bender
It's a very
probably.
similar story to the Battle of Waterloo, because
Waterloo like the drink?
very similar. Yeah, Napoleon slept in late because he had an injury and was taking opium. But
there's something-
that's interesting. That tank battle that happened, I think 3 or 4 days later, was crazy because there was we're losing Dylan, but like
That's okay.
the battle that happened right after D-Day with that tank shit is fucking cool. One
have to look up.
brigade fucking like took him down. It was all because of the mistrust between him and
Rommel?
no, Rommel was dead at the time, right?
D-Day? No.
This is why I love World War II because we all kind of
Yeah,
have this
yeah, yeah.
timeline and then we go like, all right, let's fact check it.
One of the things I'm most self-conscious
There's
about...
no way Jimmy expected us to be talking about World War II when we walked in.
No, not at all.
This is what we've been talking about the past hour.
No wonder Dylan looks so pissed.
I don't like talking about war.
Do you like true crime?
No, it makes
Okay.
me nervous.
That's fair. I try to pitch World War II to people who like true crime because it's like the same thing, but all the victims are Nazis.
You know what my favorite World War II movie is?
What?
I can't remember what it's called, but it's the one where Kirsten Dunst goes to get a tattoo when she's like 18 years old and she like blacks out and then she's actually like in World War II and
Whoa.
then in the end she burns in a gas chamber and then she like wakes back up and she's like, I'm not gonna get the tattoo.
I think it's Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that. That sounds crazy.
We watched it in my history class, but we only have 2 segments on the show.
And now just quickly, D-Day, June 6th, Rommel died in October.
Okay. Thank you.
So we have 2 segments on the show. The
The
first,
first one is, do you have any questions for us?
I'm worried about asking something that's been asked before.
No, you don't have to. Just whatever you feel.
I can't imagine that.
Did you guys like each other when you first met?
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember how you first met?
Yeah.
Yeah. We were at a brewery show in comedy.
Okay.
I mean,
That's
we were
a line,
both like a
though.
month sober.
And how long did it take for you to agree to do a podcast together?
almost really quickly.
That's cool.
Like 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay.
We met and we're like, there's something here.
Now I'm like, this feels like an interview, and they're like, do you have any questions for us? And I'm like, I have to think of something.
No, you don't. Some people say no.
And we go, okay,
great.
And then we have our last segment.
We have our last segment. Do you want to move on to the last segment?
You seem like you want to. Yeah, what's up?
Well,
Is the question, what's up?
Hey, do you have another question?
Yeah, what's the last segment?
Okay, it's our famous segment, which is
if you were a gay man, would you rather have sex with me or Dylan? Dylan's topping, I'm bottoming. We both love oral.
So one more time. Your top. Wait, say it again.
He's topping, I'm bottoming. We both love oral.
When you say you love oral, do you mean giving or receiving?
Giving.
Oh, this is giving a tough question. I don't think I would like bottoming.
Yeah.
And I hate that it has to come down to that.
Yeah.
But I think that's what it comes down to.
That's okay.
I think I would rather sleep with you.
Even as a gay man?
I mean, I don't know how different would my feelings around my asshole be if I were gay.
Hugely different.
Big.
You'd be like sometimes craving it.
Okay. Well, Can we rewind to the first segment and I can ask a few questions so I can better answer this question?
Course.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about aftercare?
Totally. Like hugging?
Yeah. The face you made makes me know exactly how you feel. Okay, what do you have to say?
I thought you meant like afterlife care, like hospice.
No, he means like, you mean like BDSM, like beat the shit out of someone, then afterwards like caress their hair and be like, you're beautiful.
I don't even think it has to be BDSM. I just like do you like to cuddle after?
If I have a connection with the person.
Okay.
And the answer is a pretty hard no for me.
Pretty hard no.
Yeah.
Do you form connections with people often?
Okay, well, I thought yes, but he's saying no, so I'm going to say no.
Okay. Do you?
Form connections?
Yes.
Are you asking if I have sex a lot?
No, like when you said I have to have a connection with the person in order to cuddle with them, does that happen often
No,
or is that
he
rare?
said that he has to have a connection. I
did
said
say that.
even if I'm connected, I'm going to go like
Oh no.
shower or something.
Okay.
Yeah, and if I really like someone, I'm like, I could lay in bed all day with you.
I guess if I had to choose, I would. I don't know. The cuddling thing really threw me off. I think I would choose you.
Wow.
But
So he's willing to get
Fucked in the ass.
That's what it depends on. You're
so
saying
that
my
he
opinion
can
would be different.
cuddle. Okay.
I think I
cool
am gay.
answer.
All right.
That's gay. I'm like, I'll get fucked in the ass, but you need to cuddle me afterwards.
Wait. Okay, now I'm changing my answer.
Okay.
I would have sex with you and then cuddle with you after. Is that
I
right?
wouldn't do that. That's crazy.
Can you imagine?
Yeah,
Just, we're done.
We're done. Yeah. That's sick, Ryan. Okay. Well, thank you so much for doing the podcast.
Of course.
Do
Super
you want to
fun.
plug anything? You're really
yeah.
blowing up online.
I do have a special out on YouTube. Maybe they're dead. And then I am touring this summer. If you want to check out RyanGoodcase.com, I'll be in a bunch of different cities.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And check out our Patreon. You can follow at Colton
Colton Dowling.
at Dylan P. Carlino, at the Jimmy Clifford.
You got it.
You
Follow
guys-
Patreon, comment, like, subscribe.
We've
we
been
love
doing
you.
some crazy stuff on the Patreon,
Yeah,
so
so-
make sure you check that out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't you guys want dick ratings?
Yeah, please send us pictures of your dick.
No one
Oh.
sent. Well, people have sent.
One guy's
them.
been asking about it. He goes, I want to send my sex videos for ratings. I want to send my dick pics for
Yeah,
ratings.
send them. Send
Wait,
them,
wait.
honey.
Then what's he waiting for?
Yeah, I know it's
I don't know.
crazy. All right. Well, thank you. Send the dicks. Bye.
So, this is bad. Some of this is bad. Some of this is bad. Some of this is
To drag out whores.
No.